Welcome. We are going to discuss basics of wastewater treatment in nutshell. Contents are source, type and classification of waste. What is waste management and its plan? Waste treatment. What are the methods? Waste management techniques and three are preliminary treatment and primary treatment, secondary treatment, tertiary treatment, and advanced treatment, sludge treatment. Sources of waste are households, agricultures, industrial, and fisheries. Types of waste are solid waste, liquid waste, and gaseous waste. Classification of waste according to their properties: biodegradable, non-biodegradable. According to their effects on human health and environment: hazardous waste, non-hazardous waste. According to their origin and type: municipal solid waste, biomedical waste, industrial waste, agricultural waste, fishery waste, radioactive waste, e-waste. Hazards caused by waste: surface water contamination, groundwater contamination, soil contamination, air contamination. What is waste management? Waste management shall mean the collection, transport, recovery and disposal of waste, including the supervision of such operations and aftercare of disposal sites. Newer concept of waste management is reduce, reuse, recycle over and above waste disposal. What is waste management plan? The appropriate handling, storage and disposal of waste generated during operations. Identification of types and quantities of waste generated and the areas in which waste will be stored. Standards and performance measure for dealing with waste. Detailed description of how this waste would be reused, recycled, appropriately treated and disposed of as per norms. Description of how the effectiveness of these actions and measures would be monitored over time. Description of what procedures would be followed to ensure compliance if any non-compliance is detected. What are the methods? Chemical: by neutralization, oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis and precipitation. Physical: by encapsulation and separation. Biological: using microorganisms. Thermal: incinerator. Most treated waste is then deposited in landfill. Best available technology for waste minimization. Waste minimization can be subdivided in the following major ways: process modification, equipment modification, material substitution, reuse, recovery, recycle. Housekeeping. Best waste management technique and RRR. The first, source reduction, then reuse, then recycle, then resource recovery, then incinerator, then landfilling. That means first is prevent, minimize, reuse, recycle, energy recovery, and last is disposal. Best solution is to reduce waste at the first place. So preventing or source reduction is most preferred and landfilling is least preferred. Resource depletion, pollution, and landfills are not the legacy we want to leave for future generation. Recycling, reuse saves precious resources and energy. Stages of wastewater treatment: preliminary treatment, primary treatment, secondary treatment, tertiary treatment, and advanced treatment. Preliminary and primary treatment can be combined to name as primary treatment only. Tertiary and advanced treatment can be combined to name as tertiary treatment only. Now let us understand liquid flow and sludge flow in wastewater treatment. First, effluent comes in for preliminary and primary treatment, then goes to secondary treatment, then goes to tertiary and advanced treatment, and last treated liquid goes out. Same way, sludge is generated from all these stages, comes for sludge treatment, and treated sludge goes to landfill. Wastewater treatment, what it removes. Preliminary treatment, screening and settling of debris, equalization and balancing of flow. Primary treatment, advanced chemical treatment, removal of suspended solids, some COD, and neutralization. Secondary treatment, biological treatment, removal of BOD, COD, and some nutrients. Tertiary treatment, some special treatment, removal of nutrient and pathogens. Advanced treatment, specific treatment if any. Sludge treatment by thickening, digestion, dewatering, and drying. Preliminary treatment is a first step, sometimes included in primary treatment and called as a primary treatment. It is a physical operation. Screen removes floatable and large objects and debris. Community grinders grind the large objects. Grit chamber removes grits and small objects and inorganic suspended solids. Flow measuring device measure the flow, which is useful for balancing the flow. Physical operation to remove large debris and objects, floating particles and insoluble settleable solids. Measurement of flow. Equalization for balancing of flow. Primary treatment. Wastewater comes from preliminary treatment. Flotation tank removes high fat and oil content. Primary clarifier removes portion of SS and organic matter. Primary sedimentation, floating or suspended particle to settle at the bottom of the tank by gravity and then goes to neutralization tank. In solid, remove settleable organic and inorganic solids, 60% SS and 30% BOD removed. Collection of sludge and sand for sludge treatment. Settled sludge called as primary sludge. Again, primary treatment, second step, enhanced by chemical. Effluent comes to neutralization tank. Addition of acid or base to neutralize. Coagulation tank. Chemicals are added to improve settling during primary sedimentation, helps to remove phosphorus. These chemicals are called coagulants and promote flocculation of particles so they settle more easily. Flocculation tank, flocks collected, then effluent goes for further treatment. Primary sludge removed and sand for further processing. Water removed. Collection of sludge and sand for sludge treatment. Secondary treatment, third step, biological wastewater treatment. Removes dissolved organic matter and colloidal organic matter. Microorganism present. When oxygen supplied, they utilize the organic matter and produce carbon dioxide and water and produce new cells. Thus, convert dissolved organic matter into suspended organic matter. Effluent goes for further treatment. Fluctuating biomass also produce settle by gravity in secondary sedimentation tank and goes for sludge treatment. Secondary treatment. What is process? Microbiological action for decomposition of suspended and dissolved organic matter in wastewater using microbes. What happens? Converts biodegradable organic matter and nitrogen into carbon dioxide, water and nitrates by means of biological processes. Result, reduction of BOD, COD and nitrogen. Tertiary treatment, fourth step. Effluent comes from secondary treatment. Disinfection by chlorine gas removes pathogens. Following removes by physical and chemical treatment processes total suspended solids and dissolved solids, nitrogen and phosphorus, heavy metals and toxins, residual nutrients and hazardous components, specific organic and inorganic constituents. Advanced treatment processes where a high quality effluent is required. Finally, treated effluent goes out. Wastewater treatment summary. Preliminary treatment, screening and settling of debris, physical operation for removal of large object, equalization for balancing of flow, measurement of flow. Primary treatment, physical operations to remove free oil and suspended solids, sedimentation of debris, pH neutralization, reduction of heavy metal. Chemical treatment used to improve settling ability, coagulation and flocculation. Secondary treatment removes dissolved contaminants through chemical or biological treatment, removes organic matter, biological degradation by microorganism, aerobic and anaerobic, removes nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus. Tertiary treatment, disinfection to remove pathogens, reduction of total N and total P, removes specific types of residuals. Advanced treatment, removes micropollutants. Sludge treatment major process. Raw sludge comes from primary treatment, biology treatment and by activated sludge, tertiary treatment and precipitation. Sludge goes to concentration by clarifier thickening and by gravity thickening. Then for digestion by aerobic process and anaerobic process. Then for dewatering by drying beds, by lagoons, by filtration, by centrifugation. Then for heat drying and combustion by heat drying, by incinerator, by wet oxidation. Then final disposal of sludge took place by landfill, fertilizer and sea discharge. Thank you very much.